we're being talking about why is my competitors beating me? I had someone reach out to me about a week ago, and he was like, we're doing everything we're supposed to be doing, and I'm still getting my ass whooped. Why? And my response to, well, number one, he's on the lowest tier package, and we're still crushing most of the competition. That's number one. When I say the lowest, I mean he's literally at $250 a month, and we're still crushing his competition, except for one person. And I'm going to show you this, and I've been mentioning this in a lot of our videos lately. If you've been watching our shorts lately, you're going to see this. I'm going to go ahead and share this live in groups. If you have any questions, just go ahead and comment below, and we will answer your questions. But let me go ahead and get this live into some groups. If you're watching, please share it in groups as well. Please share it on your wall. Comment below. Let us know where you're from, where you're listening from. And let me take care of this real quick. So if you have any questions, just comment below and I will gladly answer them. It don't even have to be about SEO. It can be about pretty much anything, and I will answer it for you. But in today's video, we're specifically talking about a nail salon in Naperville, which is near Chicago. So let me get this taken care of, and we'll be ready to go live. Just get your questions in. All right, we are about ready to get started. I know you guys, a lot of times it's like you see your competition beating you, and you always think it's something that's consistently, people think it's something that's, some major SEO factor, some backlink that your competition has, some black hat tactic that someone's using that you're not using. And generally speaking, 100% of the time, it is not. It's something that's right in your face that most people, clients included, are ignoring. And it's something I've been telling everybody, don't ignore. You will pay for it if you continuously ignore this. And this client specifically, telling them over and over again, same thing, but it's got to be something else. It's got to be something else. But it's not. I know it's not. I've done enough case studies to tell you it's not. So what is it? You have someone, for instance, same city, same niche, or different cities, same niche. We take on clients all the time. This happens. One client will dominate. You come in, they do everything we tell them to do. They let us handle their social. They let us handle their SEO, and they completely dominate the space. They go from, let's say, a 6-mile radius to a 20, 30-mile radius many times. Got someone else. They come in. I just want you to do the SEO. Typical. And we handle SEO, and they rank. They rank in anywhere from a 6 to a 10-mile radius, but it takes much longer. Why is that? It's one consistent factor, and that's what we're going over today. So if you want my framework on what I'm going to show you today, comment below framework, and I will get that over to you. But that is what we're talking about today. I'm going to give you the exact framework that we do. So And you're going to catch it here, but we'll show you, okay? So number one, let's go ahead and go open this client. It is in Naperville. It's near Chicago. Nail salon, right? So take a wild guess who my competitor is Apex and Nails Lux, specifically Apex. We are right here, which is, Naperville. But he's sitting at number 3. He's sitting at number 1 in organic. We're beating Apex most of the time in organic. And I could show you time and time and time again, and we'll show you this. But let's say, for example, Naperville. Here, sometimes nail salon in Naperville, nail salon Naperville, etc. He's in the top 3, but other times nail salon near me, nail salon, those type of terms, he's not. But nail salon Naperville or nail salon in Naperville, he is. Why is that? Because obviously his domain name is an EDM or exact domain name match, which is nail salon Naperville. His GBP or Google My Business is also Naperville Nail Salon. So it's very easy to rank when you do that. Now, if you want to actually beat people, what is this person doing that he is not? Right? And we can open up both sites. And we'll look at both sites. This is our client's website. Looks beautiful. It's got good, structure. It's got all the services. It's got all the service areas. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better site, right? He has the 30+ page geo stack, which we talk about, which goes over the geo relevant information that's in the website. The website looks great. It's great structure, great everything. Now, he has all his socials up here, which I do teach. For instance, if you don't have your socials and I go to click on, let's say, Naperville, are your socials popping up in here? Right? And a lot of that's based on how often you're posting, is it in the schema, et cetera, et cetera. So we want it to be popping up in here. Now, obviously, we want your socials up here. But more importantly, we want to be posting on socials. Why is that? Well, number one, if you are, unless you're hiding underneath a rock, we're in an age of AI. And most people are teaching AI SEO as if it's an actual thing, as if you can manipulate AI. You cannot manipulate AI. Okay, the only way you manipulate AI and do AI SEO is by doing proper SEO. And we talk about that. So what do we want to do? We want to actually be posting on places where AI and AI reviews, Perplexity, ChatGPT, and LLMs are pulling from. The number one, 40-something% is Reddit. So if you're not posting threads on Reddit, if you're not posting posts on Reddit or involved in communities and commenting on Reddit, you need to be, because it is costing you traffic if you are not. Wikipedia is the second one. Then we go to YouTube. Are you posting YouTube shorts? Are you posting long form? Yes or no? Google, obviously, Yelp, Facebook, Maps, LinkedIn, Quora. But big one, Reddit. Okay. So now we'll get to Apex. If I was to look at our client site versus Apex, what's the difference? So let's go over here to Naperville. Let's click on Facebook. So 14 hours ago, he posted this, which is a YouTube video, which is good. But then prior to that, it was 5 or 6 days, and he posted one reel. Prior to that, it was 2 more days, and he posted this. Prior to that was 4 days and he posted this, which is from LinkedIn. Prior to this, he posted a video and that was in days ahead of time. So what you see is inconsistency. He's not posting every day. He's not posting reels every day, not posting content every day. I would tell you need to be posting at least 2 to 3 pieces of content every single day, especially if you're in a nail salon or spa. Okay. What type of pictures? Before and after pictures. Not just this. Actually show their nails what it looked like before and after. Specials like this. Yes. Okay. However, the way we want to do it methodically and with clarity. In other words, we want to post it not just one thing on LinkedIn. It wants to be posted across all platforms. Okay. Especially on Reddit. Once again, we create a community about Naperville in Reddit, and we post about nail salons and we post about their specials and we post before and afters, et cetera, et cetera. Then we also post in other places like YouTube. Besides YouTube, we're posting on our blogs, we're posting on GMB, we're posting on LinkedIn, we're posting on Facebook, we're posting across all the platforms. Once again, if you want my framework, comment below framework and I will get that over to you. However, now, okay, let's go to YouTube. Let's just see if he's posting there. Now, I know he is somewhat because we're actually the ones doing some of it. We're not doing the shorts. This is what he's doing. It's inconsistent at best. He is getting views. You need to be posting every single fucking day. Now, as far as the long form videos, the reason I know he's doing them is because we actually do 4 of his blogs a month. So, however, you need to be doing long form video more than that, in my humble opinion. But minimum, you're doing short form video. So he does have YouTube, of course, mainly because I know because we set it up. Instagram, which is going to be big for nail salons. You're not posting that much. You're posting sporadically, not even daily. Okay, and the reason I know is I've already reviewed this. For instance, you come here, he posted this, 1 week ago, April 13th. Prior to that, April 11th. Prior to that, April 1st. Prior to that, February 13th. So you're not nowhere near consistent. Now, so that's for Naperville Salon. Now let's go to Apex. So and I could show you another way to look at this, but let's look at their Facebook. So if we go look at Apex Nail Salon and we go Apex Nail Salon, let's do it this way too. And you'll see, for instance, when I'm going to AI overviews, you see where they're pulling from immediately. Instagram, their salon, Instagram, Facebook, Instagram. So this should tell you immediately where you should be posting. Right? So anytime I look at an overview, I can look at an overview and it's like a cheat code as to where they're getting their links from, where AI overview is pulling the citations from, and those are the places I need to pull them from. If I click on this once again, it shows me, okay, Apex Nail Salon, Facebook, Nail Salon, Instagram. Okay, so I know I need to post in these places. I can go in a deeper dive and it will tell me even more. And it will pull, and then these are the places, generally speaking, when I go and I look at the citations where I'm going to wind up posting my content from. It's going to be the same thing. But when I look up your brand name, I should be able to see a bunch of different platforms such as Facebook, of course, your website, Yelp, your citations, Instagram, Reddit. Notice it pulled up Reddit. Most people concentrate on one platform like Maps, but there's actually several algorithms. You have Maps, you have organic, you have images. So you immediately see Apex images being pulled up in the algorithm. You immediately see them in videos. You immediately see them in short form videos. Now, if I was to do the same thing for, in his case, Naperville Nail Salon, you'll see, for instance, we're going to type in his brand name. What doesn't happen? So if I go Google, your brand name is part of a problem with using, if you will, an EDM is, your brand, you need to really establish it. So you have, for instance, you have your website, you have Facebook, you have Yelp, you have your website, you have Instagram, but you're not posting that often. And then Reddit, you see Reddit, you got all these threads in here, but yeah, you're not even posting on them. Yelp, your website, Wix. Then if I go into videos, your videos, the long form ones that we're making at Wolf Forge are pulling up, like right here and here and here. However, if I go to your short form, you're not just pulling in, but you're not doing it that often. So the biggest factor, if you look at Apex versus yourself, is going to be your search, if you will, on social. And most people are kind of like, well, why does it matter if I'm posting on social or not? So why does it matter if I'm not posting here? Well, here's why it matters. It matters because that is where the AI overviews and AI pulls from. AI is going to pull from Reddit. It's going to pull from Facebook. It's going to pull from Instagram. That being said, that's the main factor that's getting them in the top 3, and specifically the top 1. And why is because most people think social signals don't matter, when in fact they do matter. Social signals matter. For instance, if I post on TikTok about Naperville, Instagram about Naperville, nail salons, etc., not only am I getting traffic, I'm getting localized, niche relevant traffic, which then Google's going to see and go, oh, not only are they relevant, not only are they authoritative, not only do people trust them, they're getting localized, branded traffic. And if you look in, if you will, either SEMrush or any of the tools, you'll notice that your traffic, if you're doing what I'm saying regarding social media, you're going to see a lot of your traffic is going to be coming from the AI overviews, etc. Because the old days of just doing SEO for rankings by trying to manipulate, the search engines. You imagine, okay, for example, if this client would just do what we're saying, this is just on SEMrush, okay? So on SEMrush, just doing what we already do, you're already being cited tons of times in, AI overview, AI mode, Gemini, ChatGPT. Your organic traffic is down. Your keywords are down. So, and I would wind up telling you, it's like, well, the reason why is you got this other joker up here stealing it because he's being consistent. He's being consistent. He's being relevant when he's posting on social media. I can look at their social media all day long and I can tell you that they are posting, and they are posting on a consistent basis. It is not just, once in a while posting. You need to be posting every single day. So if I look at, for instance, Apex, they posted today a reel, and they're actually doing a nice reel. It's not some generic ChatGPT shit. Then they got a regular post, and they got another name. Then they got another reel, another reel, another reel, another reel. Notice anything? Consistency, before and afters, reels, constantly. And you may say, well, they're not getting much engagement. The engagement is not what matters. Engagement is a vanity signal. What I want to do is feed the AI overviews and AI and the LLMs, and I do that by posting where they're picking it up at. So another thing, and we'll go over this real quick. So how do we do our SEO, if you will? How do we do it at Wolf Forge? So mind you, this client's on the cheapest package, and yet he's still getting results. He's still ranking. He's still in the top 3. How do we do our SEO? So, or how should you be doing it? So when you do, for instance, in your case, when you do an actual blog or you post any piece of content, most of you are posting at one time and that is it. Whereas what we do is we take, for instance, once we see all the technical SEO, you got your technical SEO on point, besides your technical, you got your foundational social profiles. You got them all. Yeah, okay, you got them all. Are you posting on a daily basis? Multiple times a day, at least 2 to 3 times a day. Okay, if not, you're not even trying. You need to be doing it at least once a day to convince me that you're trying. Okay, you need to create a brand. You create a brand by doing what big brands do, which is one of the things is they're going to be posting content on a consistent basis. Videos, offers, testimonials. Then do you have your video profile set up like YouTube, TikTok, Instagram? You got your voice profile set up on Spotify, SoundCloud, which is what we do. Then, of course, we got Advanced GStack and Cloud Page. All that's our backlink stuff. But then when we do a blog, we take that blog, we turn it into a what? We turn it into a video. We post that video on the blog, and it's on YouTube, second largest search engine, owned by Google. So if you're not on it, you're just, to me, you're just stupid. Why would you want to do SEO or anything and you're not on the second largest search engine, which is YouTube? After we do that, we turn it into images. We turn it into images to get into the image search. We also turn it into a press release. We also turn it into a podcast. And then we daisy chain them all together, and then we feed it to Google via the Advanced GStack and Cloud Page. Not really going to go over what Advanced GStack is. It's old school SEO. I'll go through that on another day. However, you need to be doing that. Then the next thing you need to do is you need to create a community on Reddit. If you don't have one, you need to create a community on Reddit. Reddit is the heart of the internet. It is where people go and they tell about their experiences, they talk about people, they talk about companies, etc. And it is the number one place that all LLMs are pulling from. And it is free to use. All you have to do is go in, set up your own profile, and you can create a community. Just by on the left-hand side, you see start a community. I can create a community about, in his case, fashion. And I can call it, make it public. And then I can call it, let's say in this case, Naperville, nail salon. Just for instance, nail spa. Or Naperville spas. I'm just giving you an example. Then you put in a description, of course, fill it out, and then create the community. And then you start posting content on there with videos. You post content there, and then you drive traffic to it by telling other people about it. Say, hey, can you go post a review about us on this community? And then what happens is people upvote threads like this, or they downvote them, and then they comment on them. The more engagement you get, the better. So obviously, once I create a community, I'm going to have it on a book like I have here. For instance, when I have daily tasks and I say, hey, like once a week, I remind myself to go remind my clients to post feedback on Reddit, on our Reddit community, because people are pulling information, and you can look at almost every city and you will see Reddit consistently popping up. So for example, Nail Salon Orlando. Well, what do you know? What's the number one freaking thing that's coming up in discussions and forums? Reddit, and then TripAdvisor. You may say, well, okay, that's just two. Let's go to Atlanta. Let's see. What do you know? Reddit, once again. So why do you think, if you will, you're going to get around putting it on Reddit? One of the things we're getting Reddit, we added into our packages is posting on Reddit, creating communities on Reddit. That is why, because you want to rank in AI overviews, LLMs, which are stealing a lot of, if you will, organic traffic, you need to be posting on them. Anybody else got any questions? So if you look at the rankings, he's in the top 3 in a couple, but he's in the top 8 in others. We want to get him in the top 3. How do we do it? It is consistently in any niche I've looked at. It's how often are you posting on social media? You may have your technical SEO done right, your on page done right. You may have your backlinkings, your blogs, your press releases, all that shit done right. And you'll rank in an area, but someone else in that area will beat you and outrank you. Why? Social media posting, social media management. And there's no excuse for it. None. You can literally hire us, and in our platinum packages, we do social media management for you. We give you a Google Drive and say, hey, drop your content in here, drop your reels in here. That's all you got to do. Give us access to your socials, and we post the content for you. You literally have no fucking excuses. All right. Yeah, I'll get the framework over to you guys. Yeah. They're literally paying $250 for SEO, and we're still over delivering. And still got you in the top 3. But if you want to dominate, you need to create systems. And the only way creating systems, you got to pay for the pie. You can't pay for a slice of the pie. Too many times business owners want to pay for a slice and get the whole pie. You're not going to get the whole pie unless you pay for it. And the only way you pay for it, you get it on our platinum packages. So let me show you our different packages. If you want, you go over here to WolfForge. Digital agency, go to SEO packages. The package you want is platinum, which is $1,500 a month. Guaranteed top 3 in that entire radius, and we will dominate and crush the competition. 100 targeted keywords. We're not talking about 4 or 5 keywords. It's about 100. Everything. Sometimes clients come in here and order like the 30-page use stack. They want to buy the advanced pages, all that shit separate, and you spend more money and more money and more money. It all comes in the platinum, all of it. Now, if you don't have that and you want to go down to one lower, I would say Success Blueprint, which is $897. And that will get you the results. And we target 50 keywords. What happens is after we rank you in those 50, you can rotate these 50 keywords out and we'll go after another 50. But that's what I would do. And the difference, big difference between the Success Blueprint and the Platinum comes with a social media manager and video editing. So I would tell you go with Platinum, obviously, especially if you want to rank in AI and AI overviews and LLMs like Perplexity and ChatGPT. and Gemini. Once again, there are lots of guys out there trying to teach you that you can manipulate AI. You cannot. And what they're doing to manipulate is basic SEO. Most of them come in there, they'll create the platforms on everything I'm telling you already, and then they start posting on it. It's not manipulation. It's just doing basic marketing and SEO. And if you don't want to pay someone to do it, comment framework, and I will send over my framework for you to rank in the AI overviews. It's that simple. It's not something you have to pay a lot of money to do. Just comment and I'll send it over to you. Give me 1 second and I will, like I said, if you want it, it's literally just comment and I will send it over to you. For me, it's stupid if you're not. I mean, Reddit's free. Why not? Facebook's free. Why not? AI models don't pull necessarily from different things, but they do. You got to create, number one, what is the framework? So let's go ahead and go over the framework. So the framework, I call it active framework. Active framework. ACTIV model or framework. Number one, you create an authority layer. You create an authority layer or your digital footprint. You want AI to trust brands that what they do is they trust brands that show up everywhere, and they show up everywhere consistently on trusted platforms. You want to optimize your Google My Business profile or Google Business profile fully. You want to build consistent name, address, phone number across places like Yelp, Facebook, Google Maps, Apple Maps, Bing Places. Get listed in niche directories. If you're a HVAC or plumber, get listed in niche directories. Number two of the active framework is C, content that answers, AI-friendly content. AI consistently pulls from answers from content that is clear, it is structured, and it is intent-driven, not traffic-driven, intent-driven. You want to create pages on your website like best HVAC repair in specific city. Another one like a blog is how much does AC repair cost in this city? Why am I saying questions like that? So for example, and I know you've seen them, and this is where we make our blogs from. For example, if you go to Google and go, let's say HVAC repair Orlando. This is where we make our blogs from. People also ask questions. And you make pages or blogs about that. You make videos about that. You make shorts about that. You make press releases about that and podcasts about that. They're called People Also Ask. Then we'll also use People Also Search. This is Google telling you what people are asking, people are searching for when they're looking up those terms, those keyword phrases about your business. So we want to create pages about that. We also want to use facts or FAQs and bullet points and direct answers. We want to use 1 to 3 sentence summaries at the beginning of the blog or at the end of the blog. We want to put facts within it and bullet points. Think if AI had to pull a one quote answer, would it pick yours? C of the active framework is T for trust signals. What are trust signals? Trust signals are reviews and reputation. That is why an AI overview will actually look different than Google Maps or Google 3-Pack, because they are based solely on, generally speaking, on reviews and reputation. Whereas Google Maps is not. It's based on behavioral signals. So get consistent 5-star reviews, not just on Google, but also on Yelp and on Facebook, and respond to every review. Encourage keywords in reviews like your AC repair in Dallas or emergency plumber in Miami. Reviews equals crowdsourced validation for AI. It is validation for AI that people trust you, or trust signals. So that is T of active framework. So I for active framework, the next step is indexable entities. Indexable entities, or schema plus structure. There are SEOs out there, a bunch of clowns that tell you you don't need schema on your website. You do need schema. You should use schema because it needs, inside schema, you can put your indexable entities. Indexable entities and structure. AI prefers structured, machine readable data, i.e., very clear data, your local business data, your service data, your facts data, your location pages, your service areas, and your reviews, and your citations, and your socials. All that can be put in your schema. And if you're not doing it, you're just leaving money on the table. You're not just a website. You need to understand you're building a brand. Every entity is a brand, but not every business is a brand. I don't know if you caught that. Every brand, every entity is a brand. Google AI, they read entities. If you're not an entity, they're not going to trust you. They're not going to rank you. You're going to lose. You need to establish yourself as an entity. You do that through consistency, structure, and clarity. The fifth part of our framework is V for visibility expansion. This is where it matters. AI references places like Reddit, forums, social platforms, and user-generated content. Why? AI is based on what we just said, which is trust signals from actual users. Why? Google's been saying it for years. We want useful content for our end user. So if you want to establish trust and that people trust you as a brand, you do it through forums, social platforms, user-generated content. User-generated content, for example, a Reddit community. Be active on Reddit. Be active on Quora. Be active in Facebook groups. Post educational content on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram. If people talk about you, AI and Google notices. Next in our framework for active is engagement signals. E for engagement signals. Engagement signals. AI and search engines both track how many clicks you got, how much time someone spent on the page, how much interaction. Did they just come to one page and leave? Did they come to one page and go to 2 or 3 pages deep? What did they do when they were on the page? Did they watch a video? Did they click on socials? What did they do? Also improve, of course, your page speed and your mobile UX. Add videos on your pages to keep people longer on your pages. Put before and after images. Keep users on your site as long as fucking possible. You got it. Every business is an entity, but not every business has built recognizable brand in Google's eyes. Right? So engagement equals this result satisfied a user. The longer they stay on the website, the more Google will say, oh, they're trusted. They're trusted. When they're trusted, Google will rank you higher. Now, if you want this framework, comment framework below and I'll send it to you. And I will also give you a done for you checklist for how to rank on Google. Right? The new AI SEO is being the most trusted brand and answer everywhere. Be the most trusted answer by users everywhere. comment framework, and I will send that over to you. Yes, I'll get that over to you, Dean. Any other questions, guys? I will get this framework over to you. If you just comment below, we will get the framework over to you. And I have tons of these frameworks. I create frameworks all the time. I got a 5S framework. Then I also have another one as well, ACT framework. So, and then this one, which is active. Okay. But I will get it over to you if you just comment below. If you have any other questions, let me know. Actually, my gym closed after this live. I'm going to go work out at the gym with my wife. Just wanted to drop some value and help you guys out as much as possible, because I know I see it all the time. People are like, well, this person, they're teaching that there's AI SEO. There's not. I'm telling you, there's not. It's just basic SEO if you are doing proper SEO. But that being said, most people are not doing proper SEO. It's just my opinion. From what I've seen, most people just are not. Most people do, they do, half-ass SEO at best most of the time. But I will get this over to you, and I'm going to go ahead and I'll have that. It has the framework. It has an SOP and a checklist. And I will get that over to you. And I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch. Yep. Active Authority Framework. You got it. All this stuff. So I will send this over to you. Thank you, Dean. Dean's one of my students mentoring. So appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you for supporting. If you have any questions, you want me to do an SEO audit for you, just comment and say, hey, I'd love an SEO audit, or hey, can you help me with this? And I will gladly help you. I'm here to help business owners. I'm here to give as much value and help you as much as possible, because I'm sick and tired of people getting scammed by scammers telling them, oh, this and that about SEO. And they're making you guys chase after shiny objects that don't work. You can do a lot of this yourself. Pay someone to do it if you don't want to do it, or do it yourself. Okay. But this is called the Active Framework. And I will get this over to you. I appreciate you guys for watching. And remember, as my mentor says, everything good starts with a yes. And yes, my name is William Jones, and I will see you next time. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.